metallic blue glow in the case of Kumasi building Vega. But even though this is the case, the diagnosis is not as straightforward as this. As a result of that, what we did was to culture the monocellular mycelium and then harvest the bacteria on the second day, which we identified as the time of optimal multiplication. And then it was subject to series dilution, followed by coagulation test, IFAT, PCR, and billion behavior. Following this, we also conducted a controlled wet lab experiment in guiding beneficiary park in anyone. And the samples which we collected as well were also subject to series dilution, and then we performed the test again. Armed with the information that we got here, we then conducted an epidemiological survey in Hokkaido, and these are the rivers that we analyzed. And I'll just present the results that we obtained after we collected the samples, and then were subject to the very same test again. First of all, we recognize that CVV agar and coagulation tests were capable of diagnosing this pathogen at very low detection limits. And this was followed by IFAT and PCR. But in the case of the wet lab experiment where we used tissues, we found a very same phenomenon where CVV agar coagulation test and IFAT also performed very well, followed by PCR. However, when we compared the two, which is the cultured bacteria as opposed to tissue, there were really no difference between CVV agar and IFAT. As you can see, in the case of coagulation, it appeared to perform better in the cultured bacteria as opposed to tissues. But because if we had found any positive individuals here, then it brings into question the integrity of this area. So that's one of the advantages of doing this test in 2019.
So based on that map, do you think northern part of Aomori, if that area is affected, do you think that will affect the southern part of Hokkaido ecology river system?
Not necessarily. It has to do with your biosecurity measures, and I think Japan has fairly good ones. It has to do with what you do in the hatcheries and the release of the individuals into the ecosystem. That you have to try to ensure that they're free. That's the main thing. So basically, any area that is predominantly free, what it basically tells you is that the biosecurity system in those areas are most likely very optimal. It does not mean necessarily that in the other areas that are affected, they do not have good measures in place. They probably have good measures in place now, but remember, when the damage has already happened in the past, it takes time to reverse that phenomenon.
Thank you. どうもありがとうございました。